Hello and welcome, everybody. It is Spreading the Nerd on episode 67, and we are going to be talking about games we are shamed over. And there goes my phone. So basically, yeah, that'll be our main thing. We're talking about games that we haven't played that we should have, or games that we should have finished probably years ago. We'll go over some gaming news, what we've been playing, all that jazz. Of course, with me is Nick and Rick, my Nickelodeon at Night crew here. I need to get a show name for you guys. I need to. So before we start, I'm going to start out with something kind of a little sad, and I do apologize about it, but I kind of
it's not a little sad at all.
Apologize to start off the show this way, but I just feel like I needed to get it out there for the community because so many communities helped me, even though they didn't know what I was going through. So last Friday, my mother took a turn for the worse, healthcare wise, and she did pass away on Monday. So yeah, that's why I've been kind of quiet, kind of distant over the weekend. But I just really wanted to say thank you to Rick and Nick. They were, right there for me from the beginning and everything. Silkenet, there was a couple other people, but I just really wanted to say thank you guys very much. Also to Luke and Logan over in the XCP crew. They had no idea about it, but just the Discord, I wasn't really talking much in it, but it was a pleasure distraction. Same with Todd Oxtra's Fandom Foundry. So thank you very much to you guys. When you listen to this, I appreciate it. And, just like every other mom was friggin' awesome, but she is to blame for my role-playing game addiction when she bought me Dragon Warrior because there was a dragon on it and figured I would like it. And now here we are, probably about 38 years later, stuck playing RPGs and not finishing them.
Dragons are awesome, by the way. I mean,
Right?
who didn't love dragons as a kid?
A guy in an armor fighting dragons? Thanks, Mom. Good on you.
Just, I guess, a little story on that one. When I was a little kid, my dad was talking about what I now know to be, wasn't it just called Adventure on the Atari, the original RPG? And he was talking about there was a dragon in it, and my mind was going crazy about how cool it would look. And they showed it to me, and it was like a white dot, and I'm like, that's not what I was expecting. But yeah, no, I mean, obviously, we love you, man, and we certainly, sympathize with you. And
I greatly appreciate it. You guys were a huge help, definitely. And I see Luke is actually in chat right now, so I don't know if you missed the monologue, but I just wanted to thank you for being there, even though you weren't being there because you didn't know. But my mom passed, and I was just lurking in XCP, reading the chat and stuff, and it got me through things. Same with other communities, my World of Warcraft community, Todd's community, our community. So thank you everybody from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot. So. But the show must go on, and Mom wouldn't want me talking about upsetting stuff. She would want me laughing and, talking about stuff I love with my friends. So here we go. So, Rick, let's start with you. What have you been playing this week, sir?
The exact same thing as usual. Crimson Desert. And what'd you laugh at? Did you see my poll that I don't?
Oh, no, I didn't see it.
Oh, wait, there we go. I've got to click some. There we go.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, there we go.
Oh, boy.
I couldn't wait until it came up. I had to get it
already.
I genuinely have no idea how people actually voted.
Jesus, couldn't even give me 2 minutes.
Of course I couldn't. I don't know how people actually vote in that. I don't know if they just press the letter, but
oh, look at that. Oh, I got you, Clint. No worries.
Okay, so Freight's banned.
I was sucking it.
Freight is banned permanently.
Ban me.
Okay, obviously typing the number is correct because it is ticking up there. So
back-to-back weeks. Rick's trying to get rid of me.
Well, I actually have a good reason now. You did this with knowing that. Anyway, Crimson Desert, Starfield. I went back, to that with the update and the mods and all that stuff, and Stalker 2. Pragmata came out today, but I got to play literally 10 minutes of it, so that does not register in any way. So
now, did the new update for Stalker 2 come out?
Yeah, it wasn't a particularly meaty one though. All it really did was, well, hey, I just want to put this out there. Clint's smarter than you are, Freight, because even he knew the truth of that it was Yes and Silk Song as well.
Yeah, I mean, I hate guilty as charged. I'll take the shame. I gotta
Trying
fess
to help
up.
you out, man. It's trying
At
to help
least
you
this
out. That's all.
All you did was make yourself look like a fool. Anyway,
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, no, it was not a particularly meaty update. All it really added was that mission, which is, from what I understand, I mean, it sounds like it's a decent length mission, but it's a, I don't know, half hour to 45 minutes, I guess, depending on how long you play it. But what I think I told you guys, what's been rather contentious about it is that it kind of does slap the like long-term fan base in the face, because you have to get to a certain point to play it. I actually don't even recognize the name of the mission, so I don't know if I've been there yet. Don't forget, I've restarted that game like 5 times. But there's a last point that you can do it as well, and if you don't do it by a certain other mission, however late that is, you can't play it. I think it has to do with the availability of the character who gives it to you, but I'm not sure. So yeah, people in the Discord are all jacked off because they were all excited to play this mission, because it does in some way. I don't know how, but story wise, tie into or lead into the whatever the DLC is called, Hope's Crossing or whatever the hell it's called. They made a couple minor little like bug fixes and stuff, but nothing like what their usual updates are. So unfortunately, it was more of a like a content drop as opposed to a like major update.
Okay. All right. Okay. How is your progress in Crimson Desert going? You just kind of fooling around on there still, or
no? I am pretty close to the end of chapter 5, I think it is. I'm chasing.
Oh, nice. Making progress.
Yeah, not much. I mean, I was more working on some of the Gray Main stuff, but the Gray Main missions, it's the point now where they do take a while to progress, because it's where you now start doing a lot of shit with your like your camp that you're sending guys out, and that takes quite a bit of in-game time to do it. As of right now, when I logged off the game yesterday, I have them building I think I have them building the farm, but as soon as they're done with that, cracking the whip and putting them right back on the fields and building my ranch next.
Now I heard you can recruit your members to fight with you.
I don't know if that's true, but what you can do that I've seen is, although it takes a good bit of resources, in your mission list, you'll see places that are like the camp or the quarry, for example, and you can dispatch them to do that. Now, I don't think they'll take it for you, but they will help you. And this is correct, and I don't even know if it's a day. I think you can only rest so many hours per X amount of time. But yeah, it's basically you can't just skip over it entirely. But yeah. So if you send them out to the quarry, for example, right? Whatever these held locations are.
Instead of doing it yourself for like 30 minutes.
No, you still have to do it. I just don't think you have to do as much of it. But I haven't done it yet because it takes a fair bit of resources to do this. But I've been thinking about looking for one that's not overly pricey when I have people available, and doing it just to test it and see what it does. Because I assume what it is it probably like instead of starting at 100%, it'll start at 30%, or I don't know, or maybe they'll be there when you get there. I don't know. Like if you send them out on a mission and go to the location where that mission is, they will be there, and they'll be doing, if they're building like a house, you'll see them like hammering on the wall. So I don't know if they'll be there to take this back. Now, that being said, you get the 2 second party members, Damien and Unka. Now, you don't get Unka for a little while still, but so long as they are available, which for me right now, Damien is not. People don't know this. You can actually summon them and do. You can't do like main missions with them, but you can wander around the world with them. You've got to the point where you can pick her. I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Why is there a QR code right now?
I'm playing with things. Go
ahead. Okay. That totally broke my concentration. I was like, wait, what's going on? Why is there a duck?
I'm playing with things. I gotta see something new. I gotta touch it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Right.
And,
push your
I'm
buttons.
like a dog with the squirrel. But yeah, so if you press and hold up and then select her, for example, instead of just highlighting her and letting go, if you press A, it'll summon her. And then after a certain amount of time, to give her time to get there, you'll see like a go to meeting place or something like that. And when you do that, you'll go meet the character. And if you do the L bumper thing, you can actually have them hang out with you and go, travel around and do battles and stuff with you. Now again, I'm sure that's not in main missions, but in like the open world, you actually can have a small little party running around if you like. Now, I don't have Unka, so I don't know if you can do both of them or if you only do one. And to be fair, on the flip side, rather, if you're playing as Damien, you can have Cliff join you as well. So,
Okay.
All right. Anything else before we pass the torch to Nick?
Just that still enjoying Starfield. Didn't play it today because I had a
great game.
Been home super long. Yeah, definitely liking that update. It adds a lot of stuff. The freelance part of it, while it's cool, doesn't really change the game very much. But they did add a lot of points of interest and stuff. And more specifically, I think what I'm really liking is those couple of creations that I bought and really made for a better game, in my opinion. Like, that being said, they're kind of options that should be in the game as well. So it's kind of stupid that they're not.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they just put the kind of the really half-ass sustenance system, whereas now Skyrim did not have it by default anyway. It was a mod, but then they added it in whatever the Xbox One and PS4 version was called. They added it to that version. But Fallout 4 did end up having like a proper survival mode. That said, it was set to a difficulty, which was annoying. Like it should have been I thought about Skyrim is you could turn it on and off no matter what difficulty you played. When you did in Fallout 4, it was set to survival was the difficulty. And on top of that, you couldn't pick and choose what you wanted on and off, which I never liked. Like I did not want to, for example, make my my fast travel unavailable or something to that effect. You know what I mean? Whereas, or limit saving or whatever. So in the Starfield one that I have, that's not the case. But the real fuel thing, that really should be in the game. I don't know why Bethesda did not actually code that into the game, because it is the actual lore that using grav jumps requires helium-3. So why they don't make you use it, or at least give you the option to make you use it, right? I understand not requiring it, but it should be an option. But all told, I mean, those three creations cost maybe $15, and since I had the expansion pass or whatever it's called, I got $10 worth of creation points anyway. Now I bought other ones too. I bought probably the most liked one is called Watchtower. It's by someone called like Kingrath Creations or something like that. And it's like people saw that, it's like, yeah, this is a better expansion than Bethesda themselves released. I haven't gotten super far into it. I actually just got to the point where it starts, but apparently by completing it, you actually can command an entire fleet and shit like that. So,
oh damn,
yeah,
wow,
but
that's cool.
That said, it's like a $10 creation, but it does. But
if the content's there,
that's right. And on top of that, it's professional enough that when I did it, I was like, "Is this the Watchtower thing, or is this actually something in the game that I missed out on?" And it was the Watchtower. Like that's how like high quality like this voice acting was, because it adds like an entirely new faction that like kidnaps you and shit like that. That's how it all starts. And I'm like, man, this is. I am not an Andresia guy, soaking it, so no.
Maybe you would be.
I like
bikini.
I like Sarah. That's right. I like the bitch.
All right, I think we need to move on.
Jeez. Yeah. That's all I had to say anyway.
All right, Nick. How about you, sir? What have you been playing the past week or so?
Stellar Blade. I've jumped into that. Trying to finish that one up. I got to give it a shout out to Silkin It. That man is a tastemaker. I have come to find out. He first introduced me to Shangri-La Frontiers. He said, "Hey, you should check this out," and it's been my favorite anime. I'm eagerly anticipating the next drop. But he also said, "Hey, you're playing Stellar Blade. There's going to be this awesome boss fight, and by the way, the boss music slaps." And the man does not lie. I got to.
So, I think I know what you're talking about. That is a great boss fight. I don't think I even noticed the music to it though.
The second to last boss fight, there is a certain character that you fight, and oh my gosh, it's on my Spotify. I keep listening to it. I wake up in the morning, I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm like, what am I doing right now? Like, I am ready to go start the day. So, yeah, Stellar Blade's been really fun. Played about another 4 hours. We're getting close to the end. Windrose came out, so I jumped on for about maybe an hour and a half. I want to get to that more this weekend, but I had other stuff that came up. And then shout out to Silk in it. He's helped me figure out a way to go along and play some Bloodborne this weekend. But before I jumped into that, I had to finish up Neo. So today, before the podcast started, jumped into Neo 3, finished it off. I think I'm like 4 achievements shy of actually getting a perfect game on Steam. And I think I'm going to go for that before I turn the page on it, you know.
Nice.
Other than that, watched a new show. Margot's Got Money Problems or Money Troubles. It's on Apple TV. Don't believe the tag. It says it's a comedy. It's way more of a actual drama than comedy, but it's got some funny moments. It's got like what is their name? Michelle Pfeiffer, Nick Offerman, and Dakota Fanning. And it's really weird to see Dakota Fanning like play a mature lineup, but it was pretty good. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes last night with my wife. So
nice. I'll have to add that to the list of things to watch. Jesus. That list is long. A lot
of games.
I guess
games, TV shows.
Before you start, I actually, since we're talking about shows, I didn't mention Nicole and I have begun watching. I told this to you guys. Have begun watching My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah,
and so my descent into total weebdom is officially on. I am actually rather liking this. I so far I have not really come across animes that I've liked very much. I like anime style a lot of times, but I just cannot stand just how long in the tooth some of them are. Like they just don't know how to end. And I know that Silken had told me this one's not as short as I think it is, but it's like it still does have a reasonable ending point. It's what I think he said 6 seasons. It's like, well, look at friggin' One Piece. One Piece 6 seasons, you've barely even started the damn thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really digging it. And actually, what I've noticed is, so while not an anime, I am a huge and longtime fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I liked Korra as well, but Avatar just shits all over Korra. And this again, it's not anime because that is American, but it's clearly heavily inspired by anime. It does a whole lot of the goofy faces and chibis and stuff like that. This is probably the closest anime that I've ever seen to the exact styling of Avatar. Not necessarily the art style, but like the way that the writing is and the way that the comedy is and all that kind of stuff. And we get a kick out of just how ridiculous All Might is. His design is hilarious. His design when he's not the like big buffy All Might is even more hilarious. His voice is funny. He himself is funny. It's fun. It's got typical anime sexual innuendo where the one guy's a little perv and stuff like that. And so it's like we are actually really enjoying it. Now Nicole's a weeb, whether she wants to admit it or not. She's a total weeb. But
is that who you go to get advice on my Gundams?
No, that's Krista.
Oh, okay.
Krista is a weeb too, and she would not ever try to deny it. Nicole tries to deny it, but she is a weeb.
Okay.
I have always said I want to be a weeb, but because I don't like anime, or at least didn't, I don't think I can officially call myself weeb. So I have referred to myself as weeb adjacent. Because I love anime games and stuff, I just don't like anime. Right. In my mind,
right.
In my mind, you have to like anime to be weeb. I don't think there's any way around it. I just don't think you could be, or else you have to just be obsessed with Japanese culture. And while I like it, I wouldn't call myself obsessed.
Yeah,
but
you can't be a poser.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so I'm really digging it, and I think I am going to stick with it. Like we tried watching Full Metal Alchemist, and it was okay, but I kind of fell off of it. I kind of think I'm going to stick with this one.
So you're turning egg, as my friends would refer to that.
Egg?
Yeah. Some Asian friends called me the egg. Is white on the outside, but yellow on the middle.
Okay. All right. Well,
hashtag racism, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
YouTube's gonna strike us down. Little they know we don't make any money, so have at it, YouTube.
Yeah, take that, YouTube. I like that analogy though. I'm gonna use that.
That is funny. That is pretty funny.
And privately.
Yeah.
But not publicly. But but it is pretty good. That's a good analogy. I like that. Moving on then. So yeah, I've been actually kind of actually playing a fair amount of games, not too much time in them. I picked up, even though I said I wasn't going to buy any games, I think I bought 2 this week.
Oh, jeez.
I think I picked up Replace.
You're a dick.
Oh, I got him.
I was like, what? I was like, what does this actually link to?
So I picked up Replaced. I've been wanting that one for a long time, and I wasn't going to pick it up, but I was just like, screw it. I was, staying somewhere else, so I didn't have my setup or anything. I had my handheld, so I was like, I'll pick it up, play it on my handheld. Only have probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours into it, and plus it was kind of cheap-ish. That game is gorgeous. It is so gorgeous for the style. It's like kind of like that 2.5D look that the RPGs are using, and it looks like Blade Runner. Music is great. The story, from what I've seen so far, is pretty cool. It's like a computer has taken over your body or your conscious type of thing, and now you had to like run away, and now you're trying to get back to the mainframe to download this PC. There's obviously going to be more to it, or this AI. There's going to be more to it, of course, but the story seems solid. The combat, while kind of simple, is fun as hell. It reminds me of one of the old like Batman games or the original Assassin's Creed, where they would like blink yellow if you were about to do a counterattack, and you just simply push Y and you'll instantly counterattack.
It's genuinely hilarious that you said Assassin's Creed, because Assassin's Creed is not what introduced that. That was the Arkham games.
Arkham for sure, but I just, for some reason, the very first Assassin's
Creed 2, 3, yes, and it was
like 3 did 2 did not do that.
I thought was it did.
No. Maybe the Ezio games I remember very distinctly.
2, Revolution or Revelations and Brotherhood. That's not the right order, but you gotta say as well as the first all function the same. You held block and then you pressed square when the enemy attacked, and you would counter attack.
I thought it gave like a thing
3
above their head.
That's 3.
So maybe it's 3 then.
And Black Flag also did as well.
But so it's kind of like that, which is cool, because there's usually can be upwards of like almost 8 enemies at the time on there. So you're just like, hitting the shit out of everybody, and it's easy to just roll the combos. I have heard it gets harder as the game progresses, so we'll see. But if you like Blade Runner type of a vibe, definitely pick it up. Solid. I picked up Ground Zero, which is a South Korean like Resident Evil love letter, basically. I haven't played it.
I was gonna ask. I was like, I've been watching it, like looking at reviews and stuff, and it's kind of like middle of the road. And
yeah, I've played it for like 5 minutes just to kind of see what it's like, but that's it. I can't comment on it.
I have somehow surrounded myself with the only 2 guys on Earth who can make me feel less bad about myself when it comes to my lack of self-control. and we throw Silken into that too.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. I don't know how I managed to find these people, but I did.
Just magically just come together. And then what else did I play before I get to Pragmata? But I played some Starfield. I'm definitely really digging that. Like everything you said, it's just really clicking this time around. But yeah, that's about it. I did pick up Pragmata, or I installed it last night. Got up early. Played it about an hour and a half this morning. Played it about maybe 2 hours tonight, and I am absolutely in love with this game. Like, I adore this game already. I can see, I've seen most reviews like 8, 7. I've seen high 9s, whatever. I can see a 8 is probably a good review for this game. For me, though, this game is like hitting all the check boxes for like my play style and the style, the setting. It's not horror, but if you are a fan of Dead Space, it takes a lot from Dead Space, like a lot. The camera angles, the UI, just the way the world is built feels very Dead Space. So that's probably why I'm liking it even more. The companionship and between the two characters, Diana and I think the name, I think it's Diane and Hugh, I think, escapes me at the moment, is so good. It's so good. And if anything happens to her, I will burn Capcom to the ground. But I don't think they will. I don't think anything bad will happen to her. But playing it on the PS5 Pro looks fantastic. Runs great, very solid. The combat is really, really fun with the hacking and shooting at the same time. Dodge mechanics are great. The fact that it's in space and this, I just love this game. I just love it so much. I can't wait to get back into it. What do we got? What do we got for the poll here? How long until Silkinet buys Pragmata, Mouse PI, or Redacted over under of 2 weeks? Oh,
Mouse PI is pretty good for what little I played of it. I think that's going to be Silkinet
did you
right
grab
there.
it?
I did, but I only played it for like 30 minutes, so I didn't really include it because it's like, did you really play it at that point?
Right. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. The same with Ground Zero. I just, I bought it, but I didn't really play it. It was all I could not to buy Windrose. And I almost did when I was watching a video, and it was just mainly shanties. And I was like,
Yep.
God damn it, the shanties are gonna get me. God damn.
Yep.
But it was really good. Yeah, so
What's up, Matt?
yeah, Windrose definitely want to get into it, but I just there's so much right now. There's so much, and I have a shameful backlog that clearly needs some work. So yeah, but yeah. So let's move on. Anything else you guys want to say before we move on? Anything you played? Anything you talking about?
The only thing I'll say is I do want to get Redacted and Mouse PI. Probably gonna. Neither one of them's overly priced. I think, or overly highly priced.
Yeah.
I think Redacted is only $15, I think, isn't it? And Mouse PI is only 40. Is that right?
30, I thought.
Oh, 30? Oh, okay. So, to be honest with you,
it's a sweet spot.
It's not even the money thing. Like, I totally would buy it. I'm kind of narrowed in on what I want to be playing right now. So, I'll probably keep it.
Do you mean I actually Redacted?
Oh, damn it. I'm sorry. It is replaced.
I was like, am I missing out a game here?
Redacted was the name of a Rocket League team.
All right. I mean, that's okay.
Yeah, replaced is what I meant.
Yep.
Yeah, and actually, leading into this, I really had no interest whatsoever in Mouse PI. I thought it looked kind of ass. But hearing that it's actually a decent enough shooter, I'm like, all right, well, that kind of goes against what
I'll try it out.
I thought it was going to be all all flash about the art style and stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, it is a decent art style, but I'm like, that doesn't make for a good game for me. Like, I know everyone loves it, but I genuinely didn't think Cuphead was all that great of a game. I thought the art design was amazing. I don't think it was a particularly well-designed game, but I thought this was going to be that. And it's not. So hearing it is a good shooter, I'm like, all right, well, that. But plus, there's a lot more weapons than I thought. I thought there was like literally like 2 guns. I thought it was the pistol, and the shotgun. Well, Troy Baker's and everything, so that's hardly a selling point. So much of anything. But
yeah, it's sitting at overwhelmingly positive on Steam right now, so that's cool. Sweet.
By the way, I forgot to mention this earlier today. I have no idea if he watches this back or not. You mentioned Todd Oxtra. Yesterday was his birthday, so belated happy birthday, sir. I meant to. I didn't want to interrupt you when you were talking about your mom. No, obviously, that's fine. I wanted to say it afterwards. I totally forgot to. But so happy birthday, Todd! If you end up watching this back.
Yeah, right. He is. He's probably 28 years young, probably. So good on him.
So that sounds about right.
Yeah. Let's see. So for some news this week, we had the reveal of Metro. Is it 2039?
Yes.
So before me and Rick get into it, because I know we both love the Metro series and stuff, but Nick, I'm not sure about you. Are you a fan of the Metro games? Have you played the Metro games? Are you shamed, or are you interested in this?
That's going to be our new way to say this. Have you played it? Are you not interested, or are you shamed? That's going to be our new way.
You had to go here. You guys were gushing over it, and I was like, "Oh,
I noticed you were very quiet."
One of my three. You know, I was picking 3 for my shames, and this is one of them right here. It was
that's Metro 3 of them, my friend. That is 3 of them.
Well, I was combining them into just one, you know.
Okay. Yep. That's fine.
I own them on the Xbox. I own them on Steam because they've been so cheap, and I'm going to play them. I'm going to play them, and you know what hasn't happened? I haven't played them. They're super cheap though. I mean, you get the whole package for like $10. It's like
you took the Clint Coombs approach to buying Steam games.
Yeah, I think it's on sale right now for the whole trilogy for like $5.99.
Honestly, like
what
75% off is what they were posting.
It's insane.
See, when I started buying games on Steam, initially it was like I was trying to preserve them into the Library of Congress, and just was like, oh, just for prosperity's sake, let's build on my library. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but you know what? Hey, that's a good deal. I'll buy it and it'll be there one day. And
Yep.
So
are you, after seeing this, are you interested in getting into the series, or do you think you'll just start here or at all? Or
so it was interesting. I was very no, definitely not. I was very intrigued. I think what sold me more on it was like you guys were super pumped about it, and then like I jumped into the YouTube of the review and like just the amount of people going crazy for it, and I'm like, well, okay, so there's really got to be something here that I just completely missed out on. So it's moved up in the backlog. We'll just say that.
Okay.
I will say there are more Metro fans out there than I realized. I actually thought it was kind of a niche audience, but like the world was like, holy shit, I can't wait. And I was like,
yeah, I know.
I saw it, and I'm like, for humanity still.
Did I miss something? Like I didn't think it was all that big, because it seemed like they came out and then shortly after they were on sale for next to nothing.
They just kind of go away. They're always known as good games, but they never, or to me, like never hit huge. But I guess there is that like fan base, I guess, but which is good because they're amazing. They're amazing.
I'll have to replace that Metro with something else here.
Well, you can still keep it. It's fine. So yeah, both, you know, Rick and I, as you said, we're gushing in chat over it. Very excited. For me, to me, it seemed like it was grabbing all the best of the past three and putting it into one. Like the supernatural type stuff was coming back, going back into the subway system and everything. It just, the CGI was great. The whole like, Fourth Reich enemies and stuff, and then bringing in
Nova Reich, not the Fourth. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. Nova Reich.
It's a different faction.
It is. And
well, didn't you say Fourth Reich in chat?
I'm pretty sure I did. One of us did.
No, I did. The Fourth Reich are in 2033. I thought that's who it was, but they are the Nova Reich. They're a different faction.
Yeah. Okay. And then one of the characters from the first game, right?
Yeah.
Is coming back. So yeah, I definitely excited. I joked and said, oh, it would be funny if it comes out this year. And then I know it says winter, which could be, beginning of next year. But the way it said this winter, I don't know. It feels like they're.
I'm inclined to believe that their plan is to release it this year. I think they left the window to be able to put it in next year if they want to.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll release after GTA 6. I'm sure, but very excited, super excited to see some more. We did see some gameplay, not much, but still enough to keep me interested for sure.
I would bet we will see more in a month and a half. I'll bet you they show more at the Xbox Showcase, whatever it's called. I'll bet you they show it then.
Especially if it is coming out so quickly, even within a year, if that counts the beginning of or end of this winter, it's still, coming pretty soon. So just another game to add to the stack of a ridiculous amount of games this year.
Yeah, that one won't be a backlog for me. I can tell you that much.
That'll be a
I could only think of a couple of things that are at least planned to come out this year that would stay ahead of Metro for me. Metro will jump over. I mean, GTA will probably be first and foremost on my list to play, but I would even play Metro over Control Resident, and I'm really looking forward to Resident. So, I
Control's out this year too.
It's because they really haven't shown a whole lot of it. It's been kind of weird, but
they've done a lot of deep dives and stuff like that.
Well, they have, but I'm saying they haven't really talked about it much outside of the 1.5 announcements for it that they had. So that's why you kind of forget that it's this year. But Metro is huge for me. I actually played Metro before I played Stalker, but a lot of that had to do with Metro launching on 360, I guess it was. Whereas Stalker was never on console until they did the enhanced editions or whatever they were called. And I didn't have a PC back in the day to play them, but yeah. So for those who don't know, the Metro team, some of them, I don't know how many, but some of them were like a splinter group from the original GSC, because the original GSC is not the original GSC. That GSC closed, and then they reopened a new studio, and that's who makes Stalker now. The original GSC went and made or at least what was left of it went and made 4A games, and 4A games is who makes Metro. But yeah, I love Metro, and like I said, I mean, I liked Exodus a lot. I thought it was really good, but it was such a massive mistake to take it above ground for most of the game, because it took away what made Metro.
Yeah.
Metro, like I have no problem with there being some above ground, because that's a major part of the Metro games. But 80% of the game should be in the actual Russian Metro. Like, that's the whole point of it, right?
Yeah.
And so it is great to see that they clearly, that opinion was widely shared amongst the fan base, because that's obviously why they're going back to making it underground. And I can confirm, Dmitry Glukowski, or whatever the hell his name is actually the writer for this. He's been posting about it on Twitter.
Oh, nice.
He's been saying it's like the darkest story he's ever written and stuff. So
awesome.
They didn't seem to shy too much away from showing that in those trailers. I mean, they showed what was effectively concentration camps with children. So,
yeah.
But no, I am hype as all hell. It looks awesome.
Yeah, definitely going to be good. Super excited, and I'm sure we'll see Nick play it. I'm sure someday.
Someday.
And then let's see what else we got. I'm just kind of perusing really. I know what got everybody super excited, and what everybody's talking about is that, of course, we know that now the Call of Duty movie will be out June 30th, 2028. Everybody, it's going to be something. So that's cool. I'm sure everybody's looking forward to it, seeing an IMAX and everything.
Did you see how Push Square mentioned that? They said, which one of you in our... This was the title of the post. Which one of you in our chat is going to take the bullet and go watch this movie, or something to that effect?
Watch it come out and be like phenomenal or something. You know, it'd be crazy. But I was just
I'm not holding my breath for that.
Do we need this? I'm like, I don't know.
But hey, if it's a good war movie, then that'll work.
I mean, yeah, it could.
Hey, as long as it's better than Monster Hunter, we're doing all right.
You don't need much to do that.
Monster Hunter didn't have a movie, did it?
Oh, it sure did.
It definitely did.
Monster Hunter?
Yes.
It sure did.
Really?
Mila Djokovic.
Oh, yes. You probably should just forget and take forget pills.
Bring out the Men in Black.
I didn't even know about this.
Good.
Oh.
It was something. The trailer is amazing. Oh god. Let's see. Battlefield 6 is getting some crazy updates with proximity chat, naval warfare, two maps coming back. We got Wake Island coming up, Bazaar from Battlefield 3. And the one thing that I'm kind of interested in is, even though it's naval warfare, which is great, they have a dynamic wave system in it now. So if you create a bunch of waves, you can actually tip over smaller boats and stuff. And so that looks pretty cool. And I'm sure Prox Chat is going to be entertaining, to say the least. So I should
listen to you pretending you're going to play it.
I'm the same boat. I keep it on my computer. Every week I got an update. And I'm like, well, there's another 8 gigs. There's another 6 gigs. When am I going to play it? I don't know, but there it is.
Just sits there. I do want to play it because I loved it. I love that game, but
not enough to play it, evidently.
I guess not. Yeah, evidently. And Nick talked a little bit about Windrose, but that sold 500,000 copies in its first 48 hours of early access. Congratulations over there. So that's cool. Game is obviously going to be a big success. And and if Logan listens to this, I'm sorry, but this is probably what Sea of Thieves should have been. Also, Skull and Bones, what should have been.
I'll give you Skull and Bones.
Logan, when you return fire, remember Only one person said that.
Right there.
Right
Right there.
Wrong way.
That's all I'm saying.
Wrong way.
It's reversed on me. Yeah, there we go.
So I like you're pointing at nobody.
Yes.
Well, my screen is flipped, you
It
know,
was
so
I should be careful what I say because Logan is in my World of Warcraft guild now, and I probably won't get like healed or something now. So
I wouldn't if I was him.
Let's see, what else do we have here? I'm just kind of perusing through because I didn't keep up too much with it. Crimson Desert sells 5 million copies, which honestly I never saw coming. I'm glad it is. I'm glad it's selling great. But
did they ever release what the budget was to that? I have no idea if it's made money yet. Or not.
I don't think I heard a budget.
It's Korea, so I mean, it's obviously not like, you know, a game like that. If they made that in the United States, it'd have to sell 50 million copies to even break even. But
yeah.
But being that it was made in Korea, it may have already made a profit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you never know. A little exciting one that I saw as well, but I don't know, maybe kind of concerning to me. Bloober Team has appointed 3 new people to expand leadership team as it takes on more projects. Reportedly, 7 are in the works. And while I've loved the past couple games Bloober has done, I hope they don't overextend themselves. Or
one thing about that though, if you read into it, they're only actually, is it 2 or 3 of them they're doing themselves, and the other ones they're helping out. They're more of a support team.
Okay. Yep. That's cool. That's good then. But yeah,
but more importantly, they're pretty clearly teasing a DLC for Chronos. That's
yes, it definitely feels like that, and which I am all for. That was a great game.
Chronos was awesome. I love that game.
Yep. Absolutely great game. And why not? Let's keep with numbers some more. Starfield, of course, released on PS5, which apparently littered with bugs and crashes. I mean, it's Bethesda, but at the same time, this was a little bit more than Bethesda. Only selling about
not really, but
yeah, only selling about 140,000 copies in the first week. And I know a lot of those got refunded. So kind of sucks. Hopefully it gets patched quick for people that are enjoying it, because there's a good game there. I promise.
They did release a patch and a hot fix, I believe, today.
Nice. Oh, good.
I have no idea if it's fixed or not, but I know they were. I think the patch was supposed to fix some of the crashing, but then it was still a mess on PS5 Pro, and I believe the hot fix was for the Pro. Somehow, this has been Xbox's way of being like, hey, it's okay that it looks and runs better on PS5 Pro, because the PS5 Pro version is always terrible in everything that Xbox Game Studios make. It's weird.
Huh.
Okay.
One that I know Rick will love. Roblox says 44% of its top 1,000 creators use AI tools to make their games. It explains a lot.
I have no qualms whatsoever with Roblox. That's you. What are you talking about?
You're gonna sit there with a straight face and tell me you don't mind Roblox?
I don't know what it is, except that it's huge. That's all I know. I know you hate it, but I don't know much about it. The only thing that I fight against is Fortnite, which I'm beginning to make some slight ground. I'm beginning to, not much, but no. I'm not saying I'm beginning to like it. I'm saying I'm beginning to make some ground in the battle against it. Because it hasn't done super well the last couple months.
No, I guess it has. It has gone down. I mean, I'm sure it's still raking in the money, but it's not like it used to. But
I am against that, to say the least.
Everyone should have beef with Roblox just on the account of no moderation of pedo. Yeah, seriously. There's a really good. I can't remember the name of the documentary, but it goes into like how awful it really is in that game. Yeah. With that stuff. My daughter does play that a lot, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing playing that? When she's like, I love Last of Us and Roblox. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like,
that's two very, very different games.
It's like extreme opposites. Like,
yeah.
But
I get behind one side of that at least, but I don't know about the other.
Any other news articles or something in the news you guys wanted to talk about before we move on to being shamed?
No, I think we move on to the main event.
Okay. All right. Well, Nick kind of said one already. I guess I don't know. Let's go with Rick. What's one of your first games that you're
All right,
ashamed of
so,
not finishing or not
I
playing?
was going to say to clarify here, mine's going to be completely different than you guys's. So I really haven't even thought about this, so I'm going to kind of wing it. But first one that comes to mind is I have not finished, but will in time. I want to emphasize this: Cyberpunk 2077. The funny part of it is, as I told you, I kept saying like, oh yeah, I haven't played it in a while, but I'm waiting now for the PC because now that I knew I was getting a PC, I'm like, I want to play this in its stunning path tracing fashion with all the bells and whistles and all that shit. Well, my PC's here, and I played Cyberpunk on it, and all the bells and whistles and path tracing looked amazing.
Wait,
and
do you actually play Cyberpunk on it, or do you play Benchmark on it?
Well, Cyberpunk is Benchmark tool. But
I
did play it. Like I've actually gone to Dogtown and shit now that I'm on the new one. But I kind of like dropped off to go play. Probably actually Resident Evil, I think, is what I dropped off to go play. I just kind of never went back. It will happen. Like this is like the 10th time I've dropped in and out of that game, and I can't say enough good things about it now. But it does kind of shine as a beacon of shame for me in the past that I'm always like, yeah, it's a great game. And then people are like, what was your ending? And I'm like, to be determined.
Yep. That's a good one. Nick, how about
no soaking it because I haven't stopped playing that and I just hit a brick wall. That is not shame.
Yeah, on that one, that's a get good moment. Skill check. For me, since Metro's already taken away, this is another one that you guys were really super excited about, and I was dead silent on, and that is any of the Uncharted games.
I did notice there was something quiet there.
I did not notice that. I just thought you were busy today.
Now, see, this was supposed to be a shameful thing, not a I'm starting to dislike you thing. And,
I own it. I bought it on PC.
I will say, Freight, you can't. I don't care what Sony tells you. You can't jump in at 4. You will miss most of what makes that game special. You gotta play the original trilogy.
How do you get those? Because all I got is the
on PS4. You can't.
Well, I can't do that. So
or PS5. I mean, either way.
Yeah.
You got to do it. You got to do it. You cannot jump into 4.
I'm sorry to interrupt everybody here. I just realized that your Gundam is spinning in the background, and that's awesome.
It did last week too. Actually, he's got a third one now. Or is that still just 2?
It's still just a little foot that I'm working on. I haven't really progressed any further than that. So,
Sorry.
Eventually. Oh, you're good.
Yeah, so you don't have a PlayStation at all, right?
I do not. No. Okay. I've come very, very close many times, especially when I saw it on deal, which that went away.
It's getting cheaper now, I'll tell you that.
Exactly.
That sailed. That ship has sailed.
Yeah. So no, I don't. I've been really jumping into that backlog and playing a lot of those games now. The ones that are on PC. Like The Last of Us would have been up until a year ago. I had never touched Last of Us 2, never touched God of War until last year, or is it 2 years ago now? But
unfortunately, while God of War is meant to be kind of a soft reboot, you do miss a lot in that as well. Like it is a semi self-contained story, but it constantly references the original trilogy too.
Yep, never got to jump in on that. So I think like when my cousins always had like the PlayStation, but what I played with them was like Killzone or SOCOM or wrestling. We did a lot of wrestling with the adapters to have 8 controllers and just do elimination chamber matches all night. But
I'm tempted to just mail you my PS4 Pro and be like, freaking play these goddamn games and then ship it back.
So I will keep an eye out on Marketplace. If I see a good deal, I'll snag it. And so what you're saying is I can't jump into the Legacy?
Okay. The Legacy collection is 4 and Lost Legacy. So you're jumping in at the end of the saga. Okay. You don't want to do that because you won't understand why these characters matter. You'll be like, who are some of these people?
Were talking today about like how such a good ending Uncharted 4
was that today or yesterday?
That was today.
That was today.
Was it?
Time flies when you're having fun. It was
or
It's so
or
good.
avoiding the discussion, evidently.
Yeah, it's just
That's
like
it. Literally,
out
I
of
was
sight,
like,
out of mind.
I was like, this is a perfect game that I can pull for the show. And I was like, just keep it for the show. So I just shut up and just hopefully you guys didn't ask me my opinion on it, because then I would have had to spill the beans.
I just thought you were busy at work. That's why I didn't think
That's
anything.
the same.
I noticed Metro, you were quiet, so I kind of picked up
Yeah.
on that. But I just
So
thought you were
now-
busy today.
So now when you're quiet, you just don't like
We,
the game.
we gotta start. We gotta start.
I get it.
No,
tightening-
it's nothing to do with.
We gotta start tightening the bolts a little bit.
Okay, so here's backstory though too. Like everybody was all about Uncharted, and I was Team Tomb Raider with the reboots, and I was like, who needs Uncharted? I've got Tomb Raider over here. I know. I'm not a console warrior anymore. I get it.
Uncharted learned from Tomb Raider, and then Tomb Raider learned from Uncharted. That's you gotta remember that.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Now
The
I need to get back to it.
The Tomb Raider trilogy, I really enjoyed the Tomb Raider trilogy.
Two of them.
So
Two of them.
if you liked that, Uncharted is like way
It's
up
better.
here.
It's better actually. Yeah. I love.
Okay,
I love those games too, but Uncharted is absolutely better.
better with an asterisk, and that is the fact that the Tomb Raider trilogy I can get on PC, but
Yep.
not Uncharted. What's up with that?
It does suck that games like Uncharted and stuff that are older are not available to someone that doesn't have a PlayStation. It sucks because those are phenomenal games. It sucks.
If only exclusives sold consoles.
Okay.
It didn't work for me, apparently.
Well, so you're right, but it's just because it's so dated now.
Uncharted one is very dated.
At the time, it honestly was okay, but it is quite dated now. Yes.
The story is good, but
2 and 3 though. Oh man. People think 2 is the best. Those people are wrong. 3 is the best. Actually, 4 is the best. Then 3, then 2. But they are all great.
Yeah.
Oh man, even Matt's in there dragging me down over there.
Good.
Yeah.
So we got a nice big mouthful of mud right now.
When Uncharted 2 came out, like I still think it's a fantastic game. It's a great one in the series. However, when it came out, that was like nothing else to me. That was like
which one? 2? Oh, 2 is amazing.
Uncharted 2.
Oh yeah.
When it came out, it was one of those games that was like, oh, this is generational. Like this is what okay, now this is the bar type of thing.
Let's put here's how good it is, just to put this in perspective. It came out the same year as I believe it was Mass Effect 2, and it genuinely made you think which one you liked better.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think it was the same year as Mass Effect 2.
Mass Effect 2 has my heart. Sorry.
I mean, there's
you can't top Mass Effect. Come on.
You
As
haven't
an
played it.
RPG
You don't get to say this. You haven't played it.
Fair enough, but we're talking peak BioWare.
I do want to say
BioWare.
Luke is correct here. Uncharted, Golden Abyss, excellent game.
Yep.
For some reason, to this day, still stuck on the Vita, which makes no sense whatsoever.
Right.
But a very good
Of
game.
all things.
It is now. It is the next to worst Uncharted, but that still puts it in very, very, very good company. It is still excellent. It's just only better than the first one.
Right there with you, Matt.
It is, yeah. Mass Effect 2 is really good. But man, if I had to pick one that year, I probably would have went with Uncharted. Probably.
Really? You just
Yeah,
talked
but
about being the
that's-
RPG guy.
Yeah, but
You know,
Dude,
Uncharted 2 was
you
so
genuinely don't know, like,
BioWare.
It's so
Uncharted 2 was Matt said it right. It was a generational game. It really was.
Really? Okay.
The
Okay.
biggest Xbox fanboy in the world usually will not talk shit on Uncharted 2. That is how good it is.
Yeah, it's amazing. Let's see. So I'll go with one of my shames.
So actually, I'm wrong. Okay, sorry, not to cut you up. I'm wrong.
Yep.
They did come out different years.
Oh, okay.
Uncharted 2 came out in I didn't see what month it was, but it was 2009. Mass Effect came out in January of 2010. So what the hell was it that came out that year?
It had to have been something else, I'm sure.
There was something else that was amazing.
Was it Red
was it
Dead
like-
that year?
Or was it one of the
No. Red Dead was 2010 as well.
Okay.
What a year.
I knew it was
Jeez.
roughly around that same time.
2010 was legendary. Yes.
So while you're looking into that, I'll go into mine. Speaking of Red Dead, I have not finished Red Dead Redemption 2. I haven't gotten very far into it because I know it's an amazing game. And I just can't wrap my head around it. I know there's great story there. I loved the first one to death. I do want to return to it because when I bought it, I think I was in a headspace of like, this game is going to be so fun and the multiplayer is going to be so good, because I figured it was going to be Wild West with GTA Online, and the online was absolute trash for that game. And that upset me. And I know it's not a huge thing, and like it's not as deep as I say it is, but to me it felt like too much of a cowboy sim. Like, I know you didn't have to clean your gun, but there was an option there to clean your gun. And like, oh, you killed the deer, put the deer on your back on your horse, and oh, you ride 2 feet and you have to jump something and the fucking deer falls off and you have to get off.
No, it doesn't. That is a skill issue. I never once had a deer fall off my horse. Never one time in that game.
All the time. And if I remember correctly, like every time you had to skin something, it went through like a animation of it, and I'm like, no, I can't skip this shit. I know it's a very good game. I know it is. I always hear, and I do need to sit down and play it with a different mindset. But yeah, that's definitely a shame for me, for sure. Is Red Dead Redemption 2.
They had some great side stories, like the some of the stuff you'd run into out in the bayou. I'm thinking the one specifically about that woman that drugs you, I want to say.
That's not, you talking about the pig farm, the Abernathy pig farm?
Is that what it is, where you wake up naked in the woods?
See, now it's interesting.
Yeah, I think that's it. And that's actually that's not in the bayou. It's actually a bit north of it.
Then there's the other one too. Then there's a one out in the bayou. There's a lot of crazy ones, like just random things you come across, like random stories that aren't even really. Do they even show up on the map?
One of the most brilliant and for completionists infuriating parts of that game is there's no way to see everything. It literally is impossible because things happen when you're not there. Discussions in your camp happen when you're not there. They happen whether you're there or not, is a better way to put it. It feels so much more alive than almost anything else I've ever played. It's genuinely insane. So yeah, shame on you.
I know.
Shame.
I haven't finished it either. I'm like 2/3 of the way through it on Xbox, and yeah.
Yep.
I brought you back down to earth though. You thought you were a lot further until I told you where you
I
actually
honestly
were.
did, and then I saw the percentage, and I was like, "Holy!" Because we're talking. I had 48 hours into that game.
That game is so long.
But I also, as we've established before, I do the weird stuff. Like Red Dead Redemption 1 was amazing because what was I doing? I was going and finding a nun. I was hog tying her, and I was putting her on the train tracks. You know what I mean? Why not?
One of my
game says you can do it. So
one of my favorite things to do in Red Dead Redemption 2 was to hog tie somebody and then drag them behind me on the horse and try to get hit by a train. I did it all the time.
I guess that's where I need to get to, because I really didn't get that far into that game. I only probably played maybe 5 hours, maybe.
So you barely got out of the snow part.
I barely got out of the snow part, which I found so goddamn.
You didn't even see the game. Everybody hated it, and I don't know why. I actually thought it was amazing.
Like, oh,
it was a worse version of like the what was that Quentin Tarantino movie? Yeah,
and that's what I put it against. I was like, this is a shitty, hateful 8. I'm like, god damn it. But yeah, I do.
Look at Matt Valdez. He comes in here and he just does nothing but drop truth bombs here. James Clint for Red Dead Redemption 2, well deserved. Shames Freight for no Uncharted 2, well deserved. Let's go, Matt. Let's go. I like it.
All right, what's your next one, Rick? What do you?
I probably should have been thinking of another one, huh? And I really wasn't. Someone go else.
He was busy shaming us.
I was.
Yeah, you have one locked and loaded, Nick?
Yeah, I do. And again, so I'm not picking one in particular. I'm kind of going for like a group because I feel like one in particular would be really easy. But I would say anything Atlas.
I would not categorize that actually, because those are not games for those are not games for everybody. I'm sorry, Atlas. Never mind. I'm thinking of FromSoft. Never mind. Yeah, shame on you.
Yeah.
No, honestly, though, to what Rick said though, I love Atlas RPGs. I love them. However, I do not think they are for everybody.
Yeah, I still would.
They are.
Here's my problem. I started 5.
There we go. I knew it was coming. I knew Silken was going to chime in on that one.
So like I started, example, 5 came to Game Pass. So I jumped into 5. I got past my first dungeon and I was like, this is awesome. And then someone's like, oh, do you have 130 hours on your hands? No.
That game.
Okay, then what are you doing? So I'm like, I guess, okay, I'm done with that. And then Metaphor came out and I was like, oh, this is so awesome. And I got
Hey, Clinton, no reason at all, but can you give me band privileges, please, for the chat? That is
so like I started getting into Metaphor and I enjoyed it. I really did, but man, I fell off from it really quick and I need to go back to it.
No, I get it. I have my one friend Rob, who is like one of the biggest JRPG fans I know, just does not like that. And I get it. If you don't like, well, I don't think he played Metaphor, but he played Persona at my request. If you can't accept the like life sim aspect of it, it's just not going to resonate with you at all.
Yeah, that's fine with me. It's just, I don't know. It's just like I've got 3, the new version of 3.
Reload.
I've got 5 Royal. I've got 4 Golden, and I've got Metaphor. Like ready to rock. But every time I look at that and I go, oh, do I have the time? I barely have enough time for anything that I'm playing right now anyway. So I'm playing 7 games at a time.
3 is reasonably long. 4 and especially 5 are just unbelievably long.
5 is
well, especially Royal. It is stupidly long. 40 hours in, you finish the tutorial, basically. Yeah.
And that's what everyone talks about, how 5 is so amazing. And I'm like, I want to love this game. And I do. But then you're like, but then again, on the flip side, probably in the same amount of time that I could have, done a little bit less Destiny for like 1,000 hours, and I probably could have played that easily. But
here's a Persona 5 confession. I did finish it, so don't worry, that's not the confession. I actually went on like a year hiatus of it. I played it up until the original Persona 5. I stopped right after, or actually before I even finished the first Palace. Then I got Royal because I heard it was better. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't think it's getting better, but it was much better. And I did like it. I played through the first Palace. I played through the second one, I think. And I dropped it for a little while. I dropped it for like 2 months. It wasn't super long. Then I pushed through up until you get to the, the Space Station Palace. And I dropped it for like a year and a half. And then one day I'm like, I really need to get back to that. And when I did, I actually stuck to it hard and like finished it in like another month. But yeah, I don't know if I'd have gone through it if I'd actually stuck to it the whole way through. It's because I dropped it for a while. Thankfully, unlike a lot of RPGs, like various Tales games, it doesn't have a particularly difficult to remember story to pick up in. Like there's a lot to it, but it's not overly complicated. And it doesn't have, like, once you grasp how the mechanics of it work, a Tales, like say Tales of Arise, for example, if I went back to that now, I'd probably have to restart it because I have no idea how to fucking play what I was doing. That's not really the case with Persona. Like it once you kind of understand what you're doing, it's pretty simple from there. But
not bad. Yeah. You said you had one, Rick, or should I?
Yeah, I have one. And I thought of it because there is one person in this show who has not finished Neo 3, and that would be me. I have not even finished the whatever you call it, like the first group, or whatever. I fell off.
You were the one who was so high on this one. Out of all of us,
I fell off.
Was like, oh, Code Vein 2, that's for me. And I was like, oh, I've never played a Neo. And you were like waxing poetically about how amazing Neo 3 was going to be, and the demo was good. And
because it is good.
It is.
Something came out. I don't remember what it was. I started playing it. And
it was like literally the day after. I know which one.
Plus, watching like everybody else finish it, I'm like, God, this is stupid. So I just never went back. So I still cannot even equip a second weapon. I'm still not even to that point.
Oh my God, yeah.
I forget half the time that I have a second weapon because it's Tonfas all day long with Ninja.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is you guys all annoyed me. The fact that you all played as nothing but Ninja actually annoyed me to the point I didn't want to play the game anymore.
I thought that I would have to switch up between Samurai and Ninja, and you absolutely do.
Ninja sucks. I cannot figure out why you guys like it so much. It sucks.
Oh my God.
I hate playing Ninja.
Smacks. Samurai U was fun, but I was just like, oh, I can just roll through everything basically.
Yep. Get that dodge going, and you get the little tonfas with the paralysis going, and you do that little flare thing.
They do definitely need to adjust it to where you can't just dodge endlessly with it. That's a major bad decision on their part with that. But
there's some stamina drain to it.
Not much. Not much.
Yeah. Let's see. So you said Neo. I'm trying to think. I've got a really hot one, but I don't know if I should say it because Jesus.
We know Hollow Knight. We already know.
Yeah, we know that. And I guess that is kind of like
it's a shame that will never ever leave you
because it is like obviously very very good. Hollow Knight and Silksong. I played Silksong more than I did Hollow Knight, I think, or about the same, and I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. So it's not really a shame for me. I know they're good, but yeah, I don't see it, and I apologize.
Your apology is not accepted.
Probably one of my shameful games that I've never finished. Always wanted to. Fantastic game, great story, great campaign. I never finished Grand Theft Auto 5.
Well, it's another long one. It's
a long one, but I enjoyed it. I know it's good. I had fun with it, but I started getting into GTA Online, and I just never went back to GTA 5, and I never finished the story. And I know it's good and it's fun. I just never did. So I think that's kind of like a shame for me that I never finished GTA 5. Lord knows we've had plenty of time to finish it.
13 years. You've also had plenty of releases to allow you to give an opportunity,
right? Yeah. God, good Lord. I'm trying to think of some other ones off the top of my head.
I've got just
another one. You guys are ready?
Okay, Nick's got some good ones. I'm enjoying this.
Okay, so I never finished Dishonored. I never played Dishonored 2, and I've never played Prey.
I mean, that's not.
I'm going to make a very controversial statement here. It's not that shameful.
I don't think it's that shameful.
I finished the first Dishonored. I think it is massively overrated. I think the second Dishonored is very good, but I actually did not finish the second one either. I actually, while I like it a lot and think it is the best of them, I also think Prey is quite overrated as well. But it does have a cool story twist.
Yeah, I absolutely love Prey, but at the same time, I don't think it's shameful that you didn't finish them. I don't think.
Yeah, I really don't think the first Dishonored is all that good.
Yeah, two is really good. I love 2. I really liked Prey. Really liked Prey, mainly because of the world and stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to think.
I got one that this is going back a while, but it will be a shame that probably never gets corrected because I doubt I'm ever going back to it. I actually never finished Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. I finished Human Revolution, but I never finished Mankind Divided.
Yeah, I love those games.
I don't know what it is. I
love.
I thought it was good. Mankind Divided just did not resonate with me at all, like Human Revolution.
Hot take.
I thought Human Revolution was absolutely brilliant. I thought Mankind Divided was kind of a step back in a lot of ways.
It didn't,
but it's more the story.
What's that, Nick?
It was more the story. That was what I liked, is continuation of Jensen's story.
I couldn't tell you almost anything about it, but I even finished the original one fucking back in 1997 or whatever it was. Pretty much the original immersive sim.
Yeah.
Between that and I guess like the Thief games, you could say were that as well. I don't think I ever finished 2 because 2 really wasn't even all that good. Was it Invisible War? I think was the name. Human Revolution, I think, is easily the best of the series. And
that was the first one I played. That was amazing. I played it like 3 times.
Yeah, that game was incredible. But like I did not. I can't say I didn't like Mankind Divided, but I found it kind of disappointing after Human Revolution. But Adam Jensen is awesome. He was way better than the hell was his name, J.D. Walker or whatever the hell his name was.
Yeah,
J.C. Denton. That was it, J.C. Denton.
Let's see. You know what is shameful that you haven't finished, and it's a
Me?
game that you like. Baldur's Gate 3.
I've barely played
Oh.
Baldur's Gate 3 when you take it into consideration. I never finished that. I never finished Act 1, so it's not like I was even remotely close.
Oh, Act 1 is the longest. I think I put like 60 hours into Act 1. Ridiculous.
I thought 2 was the
I've-
longest one.
Never finished that one either, and I blame my buddy Panda for that one because we were.
Man, Panda catching strays. He's not even here.
Here's why. This is how it goes, right? So usually he was the guy that always bounced stuff off when things are happening. So we both jumped in, started playing this game. I'm like, you got to pick this up. He was playing it. It's taken him forever to do anything. So here I am, like I'm into chapter Act 2. And he's still like in the very beginning of Act 1. So I have all this stuff I want to talk about that I can't. So I have to hold back. And I'm like, what's happening? I get to the end of Act 2 and get into Act 3. And the dude still hasn't even finished Act 1. So I put it down, waiting for him to catch up because I'm getting tired of like sitting on all this stuff I want to talk about. But, I can't spoil it for him. 3 months later, he gets to Act 3. And now I'm like, oh, yeah, what am I doing in Act 3? Okay, yeah, and he's just blowing through it. This game's amazing, and I'm like, I hate you. I can't even remember what I'm doing anymore. Why am I doing this?
So, I guess kind of a sub shame, if you will. There are 2 games that my wife has actually finished, and I have not. One of which is Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, did she finish 3? Okay.
She played it on the PS5. Yep.
Nice.
The other of which, and this is going back, but it's funny. Because I believe this game was actually just being discussed earlier this week, oddly enough. She played through Folklore, and I actually when she finished it, I actually never I want to say I had my PS3 over her house. This is well before we were married. Obviously, this was PS3 days. We didn't even live together at that point. I had my PS3 over her house for some reason. I think she saw me playing it and thought it looked cool because it was cool. That game was awesome, and she asked me if she could play it when I was at home. I think I was playing my Xbox or something at the time. And I said, yeah, that's fine. She ended up finishing it in like a week. And I'm like, not out of like ego. I never actually played it again. It wasn't out of ego. It wasn't because I was like, oh, I can't play it because she did it now. I never played it again after that. I don't know why. But that game was awesome. And it is a crime that Japan studio was closed. And Sony, you should feel shame for that.
Yeah. So probably one of my last ones. I haven't finished the Gears of War storyline. I
guess I have it here because I never. No, I did never. No, Gears. I did Gears
1, 2, and 3, and that's a series I love. I don't like the multiplayer. I do love the single player campaigns. I love the characters. I just haven't. I just didn't pick them up and play them.
You got to just kind of bite your tongue and force your way through 4. The first half of 4 sucks. The second half is pretty good. But you do that because then you can play 5. And 5 is the best campaign in the series. I do not care what anybody says. It is the best campaign in the series.
I've heard 5 is really good.
I need to finish 5.
When I hear people say it's not... The decision to have a decision at the end, which I won't tell you what it is, but you have to make a decision, was a very, very poor choice by Coalition, whatever the hell their name is. But almost everything else about that game was the best Gears has ever been.
Do you guys remember how they did the original decision?
You mean like
before because they gave a very important decision in, was it the lead up to 3? I want to say, or was it 2?
Was there a decision? I don't remember.
No decision.
Just remember.
Yes, there was. There was. It was based upon sales of either the Avatar gear or T-shirts. Yep, save or kill Carmine.
Yeah. I thought you meant like literally a decision to make in the game. I'm like, there definitely was no decision.
It was a decision made in the game. It took place outside. Such a good.
What
I gotta say, Gears of War 2 was amazing. My favorite one by far.
I actually don't think they went with what the result was anyway, because they never did say it. And it would have been for Gears 3, I think.
I think it was, yeah.
Ben Carmine, I believe, was the one who was in 3, and he's actually in it a surprising amount. He does survive, but I'm pretty sure that people overwhelmingly chose to kill him, and I don't think they did that.
I had saved Carmine. That's what I'm saying. But Gears 2 was by far my favorite. I will never forget. I was in college. It was my sophomore year, going to GameStop in the mall, Midnight Madness, and it was my buddy and I both got it. He went back to his house. I went back to my dorm. Xbox Live Party chat. I may or may not have had a couple of drinks.
Right. You're right, Luke.
It was
Clayton is 3.
It was like 2, 3 in the morning, powering through the campaign, and we get to the infamous part with Maria, and I hear him go, "Are you crying, man?" It's like, "Shut up, you're crying, man." I'm like, so sad. Why? You're supposed to be bros. Such a good game.
And to add on to that, and to make Luke even more upset, another series that I love and I just haven't finished. I don't know, no reason, no explanation, no excuse. I have not played Halo 5 or Halo Infinite, and I want to.
Halo 5 is not very good.
I think that's why I fell off, because I heard 5 was kind of meh, and I just haven't gotten into Halo Infinite.
Infinite, I actually never did finish myself. I really like it. It's kind of obnoxious that it's one biome, unfortunately, but I never did finish it. Partly because they never finished the goddamn story outside of I guess a book or a comic or something like that, which pissed me off to the point I kind of lost interest in finishing it then. But man, I forget what it was.
Didn't finish Infinite either, but in my defense, that was when my son was born, so it was really hard to game with the controller here while I'm holding them, trying to keep them sleeping and stuff like that. So
that'll do it. Yep. Trying to think of something else off the top of my head.
I had one. I forget what it was. Hold on, I'll find it.
I don't think it's more shameful. I think it's more just a really hot take. I haven't enjoyed a Zelda game since the Super Nintendo.
Well, that's a close to accurate opinion. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, the 64 games were okay.
No.
Enjoyed.
No. The 64 games were massively overrated. Yeah. Twilight Princess and Wind Waker were the good ones. Not.
Yeah, I ever played.
Majora's Mask was straight up hot garbage. Anybody that even says that game was anything better than crap is a liar. And Ocarina of Time is probably the second or third most overrated game ever made.
Okay,
just behind Breath of the Wild.
That would be number one. That's right.
I will say I did play Breath of the Wild, and I don't get it. I don't get it.
No, so that's wrong. Link to the Past is actually excellent.
Oh my god, yeah, A Link to the Past is woof. Maybe just because I don't know. Maybe I don't think it's nostalgia, but man, I loved that game. I loved that one.
What the hell, son of a bitch!
What about Nick? You got any other ones?
I was just kind of looking through my Steam library, and there's a lot in there, but nothing that's like
Rick said before. Cyberpunk for me as well.
I got one that might set the chat on fire.
Oh boy, Silken is already fired up right now.
Silken it might swear at me in French, so I don't even know what he says after this one. And you'll swear at me in English, so I will know what you say.
Uh-oh.
I, Rick Davis, never finished Final Fantasy IX.
I never played it.
Done.
Let me explain. Let me explain. Hold on. There's a little bit to this. There's a little bit to this. Okay. I was pretty damn far into it, and I lost my save, and it was tough to start over again.
Okay. Silken it. God damn it, both of you.
I never finished 6 either. Because
in my defense,
wait. I did not have a Super Nintendo, so I wasn't even able to get to it until very late.
It hurts.
And
so I can kind of understand the Final Fantasy IX thing, losing your save, because I'll tell you right now, I'll play a game. I could love it. Pragmata. If I boot up Pragmata right now and my 2 hours is lost, I won't touch that game for a month. Losing save time, even if it's 15 minutes, I don't know what it is. It pisses me off to no end, and I just like I am done with this game.
There's games that will make you overcome that, though. I remember, was it Fallout 3 had the infamous save bug, and I lost like 15 or 20 hours of progress and had to start over. I remember going to GameStop and being like, "Hey, man, any idea what's going on?" It's like, "Oh yeah, that's a known issue, man. Like you just gotta, it's your save file's corrupt. You gotta start over." And I was like, "Oh."
I hit a.
All right, I guess that's what I'm doing.
It's not the longest game, but you got to remember back in the PS2 days, this would really piss you off. I hit a well-known, but I didn't know it at the time, bug in Prince of Persia: Warrior Within. It is a particularly brutal bug because if you remember, if you played through that one, you go through a whatever they're called, like sand portal or whatever, to fight the final boss. You can't go through the portal if you hit this bug. Literally, the entrance to the final boss. And as far as I know, there is no way to know you hit this bug except for hitting this bug, like finding out that you can't go to the thing. And that's something like I looked up how to avoid it, and it was like don't go back and forth through them or something like that. I did end up doing it later, but like I don't think on PS2, I don't think I ever finished it because I was so pissed that I lost an entire game's like save. So I think I might have done it on like when the PS3 like HD collection came out. I think that's when I finally did it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that Final Fantasy 6 and 7 have come up and the whole save thing because they're two of my favorite Final Fantasies, and each time Final Fantasy 6 on the Super Nintendo probably had 50 hours into that, and I ran into a bug where you just could not progress. So I didn't finish Final Fantasy 6 then. I quit it. I went back like a year later and then finished it. Final Fantasy 7, my mom was playing it at the same time as I was, and she saved her game over my save. Like 40 hours or something. And I remember being so pissed. And so I didn't finish Final Fantasy 7 right when it came out. It was months and months after it released because like I said, if I lose time in a game, I will not touch that game. I don't know what it is. It just flies my ass.
My brother used to, when he get mad at me, go in and delete my save files to games.
Oh my God.
I'd
be in jail. I would be in jail.
That should be an exilable offense.
Oh my God.
Jet Force Gemini, you couldn't get to the final level until you save enough for like the little teddy bears. And there was twice he deleted the save file and it started over again. And if it wasn't that, it would be the point where my parents would be like, "Oh, you got to share the game with your brother. You got to let him play." And then there's like a little helicopter guy that kind of in the co-op as a second controller.
Yep.
And so they can help you shoot stuff. You can kill these teddy bears. You can shoot their heads off. So what do you think you'd do? We get all the way through the level, get to the last one that I needed to get, and boom, shoot it. And I was like, oh. Then of course I'd start an argument. We start fighting, and then I'd have to turn off the N64, or you learn to bite your tongue and just like, oh, you son of a gun. Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing save file. I had like everything unlocked, and the way it went,
I would have been in jail. Yep.
So I have, even though I know what happens for obvious reasons, I actually never finished Yakuza 3 for the same reason. I played it back on PS3. Like, I had to wait forever for that because I like the first two. And then if you remember, Yakuza 3 came over something like 5 years later to the West.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it was good timing because it came over when I was unemployed. So I did nothing but play Yakuza 3. And unfortunately, my PS3 had other ideas because it yellow lighted of death on me when I don't know what chapter I was on, but I was pretty fucking far into it. To the point I was like, I can't. Even when I try to start again, I'm like, I can't do this again. I lost. Okay, so another one. Here we go. Actually, I'll give you two games that are in the same series. I never finished Tales of Arise, which was my own doing. I just kind of stopped playing that. And then, like I mentioned earlier, it's so like complicated how the combat works in terms of chaining your abilities with that. When you learn how to do it, I can't go back and do it. Like I'm probably
you got to relearn it all over.
I basically would have to start the game over, and I'm in like the final like third of the game or so, and that game's pretty long. The other one is one that I always talk about how great it is. I never finished Tales of the Abyss because I lost like 65 hours in that game. I don't know how far I was because Abyss is pretty long,
Yep.
I was playing it on my original PS3, and that was back then. If you remember, you could buy a memory card adapter to pull a PS2 save and put it on your PS3.
Yep.
At that time, you could only pull it off the memory card. You couldn't put it back on. They like did a system update maybe a year or two later that added the ability to transfer back and forth, so you could back it up. At the time, you couldn't. I lost a very, very late game save, and that game is, if you pound through it, it's probably still 60 hours. It is a really long RPG, at least by those day standards it was. So,
right. Yeah. Yep.
Crazy.
Yep. So a lot of shame.
But especially towards you two, because you guys haven't played great games. I've played the games, I just haven't finished them. So less shame on me, more shame on you.
Fair enough.
But definitely find a used PlayStation.
You do have to rectify that, and you have to play Red Dead Redemption 2, because it is objectively one of the best games ever made.
I know. Anytime I see it on sale on Steam, I'm like, okay, I need to do this, and I know with all the other games coming out and going on, I was like, I'm not gonna touch it. God damn it!
It plays pretty good on the LAX. I'm just saying.
Oh, it does.
I'm just saying. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all.
Well, rumor is that we should be seeing a 60 FPS like a PS5 like native version.
Yeah, which would be great, because that is one of those games that I like to play on a couch. You know, first world problems.
That's fair. Also, considering how the game works with the you have to pull the trigger at extra time to cock your gun or pump the lever action. I actually think the adaptive triggers would actually be awesome on that game.
Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah. All right, well, gentlemen, I think it's time to tell people their fortunes, and maybe
that was why you got up in the middle of the show, wasn't it? You forgot.
No, I grabbed some chapstick, do my little Buffalo Bill thing here, But, oh wait, that's right. Rick hasn't seen. You haven't seen Silence of the Lambs, right, Rick? Is that? Or no, it was somebody else.
Where the fuck did you get that from? No, I saw. I don't remember almost anything about it, because it was.
It was somebody else.
I'm talking about. I mean, it's been riffed on so many times. I mean, the best version of it was Jay and Silent Bob. I'll be honest with you, but
he's just like, ooh, so good. All right, let's see. I
not a huge Kevin Smith fan right here. Just putting this
really. I was super excited when they brought Dogma back, and I could actually watch it again.
I only watched the beginning of Dogma, and I did actually like it, but I never went back and watched the whole movie. But I didn't think Mallrats was, or not sorry, not Mallrats. I did not think that Clerks was all that great, and that's the one everybody loves. I watched
Jane, Silent Bob, Strike Back.
I'm not a fan of those guys at all.
Oh man. Well, let's see if this raises your spirits at all.
Actually, I should go first, because it actually ties into me telling you guys what I just told you.
Go ahead, because mine is fucking terrible. So.
Real courage is moving forward when the outcome is uncertain. I was courageous enough to tell you guys that your movie tastes suck without knowing what was going to happen.
I mean, you got to be honest sometime. Be honest with yourself. That's good. Nick,
go ahead. Because I'm the picture of holding my tongue, right?
That's exactly what you are, we both know that the real tastemakers are up here, Clint and I.
Oh yeah,
real men of culture.
Yeah, orange is the new black. Yep,
that's right. Limp Bizkit, come on now.
Right,
just gonna keep on rolling over here, baby. Your future will be happy and productive, is what I've got.
All right, that's a good one to go in the weekend. If you really want a good one, though. Read in order to live. There you go.
like read your health chart or what?
Yeah, I guess it's one of those,
Jokes on them. Clint likes to listen. He doesn't really read.
That's right. Yeah, I don't read. I'll just start drinking acid or whatever. I can't read this. Oh boy!
If you don't read Hunger Games, you're gonna die tomorrow.
No, I mean, because he's a big Audible guy. He doesn't really read the books. They listen to him. You know what I mean?
This is true.
You would have to be literate to be able to read it. So
I do read. I got to start. I'm starting Mistborn probably this weekend. Actually, like physical with Mistborn. So pretty excited for that.
I'm ready to hear.
Through this whole thing, we did not have Silkenit give his list of shame. We know Biden sucked. We know
shared it in
Bioshock,
Discord.
which is very high up there in most.
I mean, let's
lists,
face it. He can't be shamed. He's just too good. He's just too good. The Baguette Bro cannot be stopped. And to be fair, I think Silken It does finish most of his games that he does play. I think.
Actually, you're right. I'm sorry. He did give the list, didn't he? That was how the whole thing started. Yeah, that's right.
Yep, because of the fact that I saw Bioshock and then I was like, holy smokes, yep.
That's right, Bioshock. Yeah, well, it's too late in the show to get into this. So,
Yep.
So, on that note, go play Bioshock. But anyways, yes, thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. And we should all be here next weekend to entertain you again. So thank you very much for joining us and have a great weekend. See you later, everybody.
And everybody.